Hi guys, welcome to class. Thank you guys so much for coming. Today we're learning about heat stroke. This is a really important topic that many people are not educated on, and it is especially important because we live in Florida, where it is always sunny and super hot outside. More specifically, we're going to focus on these learning objectives. I want you guys to be able to distinguish between heat stroke and heat exhaustion. I also want you guys to be able to identify 3 measures to prevent heat stroke. And finally, I want you guys to be able to complete a hydration log that monitors your water consumption over 1 week. That sound good? I'm going to spend a few minutes going over some general information and facts about heat stroke. Then I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to test how well you learned the information by studying a small handout and then playing a game with me. After we finish the games, you can all keep your handouts, and I'll also give you all water hydration logs to keep track of how much water you drink throughout the week. So here are the handouts. You guys can keep them during the game, and you can keep them and look over them as I teach you guys the information. So before we get started, does anyone know what heat stroke is?
Isn't it like when you get super hot and then you like stroke out?
That's not quite right. Any other guesses? Amy?
No.
Okay, the definition of heat stroke is a condition marked by fever and often by unconsciousness caused by a failure of the body's temperature regulating mechanism when exposed to really high temperatures. I'll write that down for you guys. I would write this down. Do you want a piece of paper? Okay. Do you want a piece of no? It's okay. Do you guys know what unconsciousness means?
No.
It means whenever you're not alert. So like if you were laying on the ground and I was like, Amy, wake
When
up.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, like when you're sleeping. Okay, does anyone know what heat exhaustion is? Or does anyone know the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure that you guys know the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion because they're very different and they're handled very differently. So heat exhaustion is a condition where symptoms may include heavy sweating and rapid pulse as a result of when your body overheats.
Is this gonna be on the test?
There is no test.
Okay.
Just learning today. Everyone think they understand the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion?
Yes, ma'am.
The main difference between the two conditions is that heat stroke can be fatal, which means you can die if it's left untreated. This means they need to be taken to a hospital as soon as possible so that doctors can use a variety of techniques to cool down that person. However, if someone is suffering from heat exhaustion, it is really only necessary to get them rehydrated with a cold sports drink or something with sugar and not just plain water. Does anyone know what you could use to rehydrate someone with heat exhaustion?
Like Gatorade or something?
Yeah, it's just like Gatorade. Okay, so now we're going to talk about who's at risk for these two conditions. Let's establish who is more likely to develop a heat stroke. Everyone turn to your handout and look at the first section. The people who are more likely to develop the condition are children, the elderly, athletes, and outdoor workers. So athletes and people who work outside are exposed to sunlight for long periods of time and could forget to drink water. Children can also forget to drink water as much as they should, so that's why they are very likely. And lastly, elderly people are usually taking some kind of medication, and more often than not, those medicines can make it harder for their body to stay at a normal temperature. Okay, let's talk about how to avoid heat stroke. Some easy ways to make sure you don't overheat are also on your handout. These ways are drinking enough water, not drinking alcoholic beverages, taking cool showers after being outside for a long time, wearing light protection, which is stuff like sunglasses, hats, short sleeves and shorts. You see what I'm wearing? This would be nice to prevent heat stroke. Avoiding closed cars and limiting the time that you're outdoors. It is very important that you guys are aware of the things I just listed and remember to do them each time you are outside for a long time. Hopefully you guys will never experience heat stroke, and you shouldn't when we're done with this class. However, you shouldn't be able to recognize if other people are suffering from heat stroke so that you can help them get to a doctor. Additionally, on this handout are the signs and symptoms of a heat stroke. So these include not sweating, dry, red hot skin, dizziness and headache, vomiting, unconsciousness, like we talked about earlier when someone passes out and they don't respond to you, and really small pupils.
What's a pupil?
A pupil is the black part of your eye. Okay. As I mentioned before, drinking enough water is very important on a daily basis. Today I will be giving you guys logs, so you can set a water goal and track it throughout the week. Okay guys, go. Here's your logs. Yep. Oh, wow, thank you. According to Mayo Clinic, females should drink around 2.7 liters, which is roughly 12 cups of water. For men, it is recommended that they drink around 16 cups of water. It is important to understand that these are just general guidelines, and there are a lot of factors that contribute to how much water a specific person should drink. If you guys have ever heard that you need 8 glasses of water per day, it really isn't always true. The factors that contribute to how much water you should drink a day are your overall health, the amount of exercise, the environment you're in, and pregnancy. Does anyone know an example of a specific environment that would change how much water you need to drink in a day?
Jungle.
Sure, like the jungle. Okay, now I'm going to test everyone's knowledge on heat stroke with a game. Please refer to the handouts that I gave you, and you have 30 seconds to look over them. This game, you're going to look at pictures and you're going to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you think it is a preventative measure of heat stroke or not. Anyone have any questions? Okay, cool. I'll give you guys about 10 more seconds. Okay, time's up. Let me start with the first picture. So this is a picture of a hat or using light protection. Do you guys think that this is a way to prevent heat stroke? Amazing job, Taylor and Amy. Any type of light protection, such as a hat or sunglasses, can prevent against additional sun exposure and reduce your chance of a heat stroke. On to the next picture. This is a picture of dark and thick long clothes. Do you guys think this is a prevention of heat stroke? Oh gosh, that's okay everyone. This is a tricky one. Even though it may seem like wearing clothing can reduce the sun's effects on you, but excess clothing like long sleeves and jeans may make you even more hot, especially wearing dark colors in the summer. Okay, time for third picture. Everyone ready? Do you think this is a preventative measure for heat stroke? Someone sitting in their car for a long period of time in the heat? Awesome job, you guys. That's exactly right. Okay, it's time for the fourth picture. Here's a picture of people staying in the shade when outdoors. Do you guys think this is a preventative measure? You guys are on fire. I'm so proud of you. Only a couple more left. You guys ready? Okay. Do you guys think this is a prevention of heat stroke? Taking a cold shower?
You gotta drink the water. Everybody knows that.
Great job, Taylor and Amy. Bella, not only does drinking cold water help, yes, you were right there, but also taking a cold shower helps. Last one, ladies. You guys are doing great. Do you think consuming alcohol is a prevention of heat stroke? Ending on a great note. Good job, guys. Alcohol makes you dehydrated and can lead to your chance of having heat stroke. That's all for today. I'm so proud of everyone, and now you guys know so much about heat stroke and heat exhaustion and how to prevent it. If you guys have any further questions, please see me after class. And don't forget your handouts and your water logs.